Macmillan Audio presents 29 Seconds by T.M. Logan. Narrated for you by Katherine Littrell. If we say that we have no sin, we deceive ourselves. Christopher Marlowe, Dr. Faustus. There were 3 conditions. She had 72 hours to provide a name. If she said no, the offer disappeared. Forever. And if she said yes, there was no going back. No changing her mind. She stared at this stranger. This man she had never met before, and never would again after tonight. A powerful, dangerous man who found himself in her debt. It was strictly a one-time deal, a once-in-a-lifetime offer. A deal that might change her life. A deal that would almost certainly change someone else's. It was a deal with the devil. Part 1. 2 weeks earlier. 1. The rules were simple enough. Don't be alone with him if you could possibly avoid it. Don't do or say anything that he might take as encouragement. Don't get in a taxi or an elevator with him. Be extra careful with him when you are away from the office, particularly at hotels and conferences. And most of all, the #1 rule that must never, ever be broken. Don't do any of the above when he had been drinking. He was bad when he was sober, but he was worse, much worse, when he was drunk. Tonight, he was drunk. And Sarah realized, too late, that she was about to break all of the rules at once. 1 minute they were standing on the pavement outside the restaurant, the 6 of them, breath steaming in the cold night air, hands thrust deep in pockets against the November chill, contemplating their journey back to the hotel after an evening of good food and lively conversation. Just colleagues, relaxing at the end of a long day away from home. The next minute, he was striding out into the road to flag down a taxi, taking her firmly by the arm, guiding her into the back seat and following her in, his breath a hot fug of red wine and brandy and peppered steak. It happened so fast, Sarah didn't even have time to react. She just assumed the others were following right behind them. It was only as the car door slammed shut that she realized he had separated her from the rest as deliberately and efficiently as a jungle predator. "Regal Hotel, please," he said to the driver in his deep baritone. The taxi pulled away from the curb, and for a moment Sarah sat frozen in the seat, still in shock at this sudden turn of events. She twisted to stare out of the taxi's rear window at the rest of their little group stranded on the pavement and receding as the taxi picked up speed. Her friend and colleague Marie's mouth was open slightly as if she was speaking, a look of surprise on her face. Always stick together. That was another one of the rules, but now it was just the 2 of them. The interior of the taxi was dark and smelt of old leather and cigarettes. She turned back and hurriedly put her seatbelt on, edging as far over to the right side of the taxi as she could. The pleasant, warm buzz from a couple of glasses of wine had fled, and she suddenly felt stone-cold sober. If I play this right, I'll be okay. Just don't make eye contact. Don't smile. Don't encourage him. He didn't put his seatbelt on, but instead lounged, open-legged, across his side of the back seat, facing toward her. His right arm stretched along the shelf behind the passenger seats, right hand draped casually behind her head. His left hand rested on his thigh. "Sarah, Sarah," he said, his voice slow and deep with alcohol. "My clever girl. I thought your presentation this afternoon was fantastic. You should be very pleased. Are you pleased?" "Yes." She clutched her handbag in her lap, staring.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?